take it all in. The hearts have spoken. Let it begin. A rush to my head.
We both went out to University of Colorado at Boulder, and we took a class together. And Sarah was the prettiest girl in the class, so naturally I, had to get to know her, and we hit it off pretty well. Our first date was like some falafel place, and it wasn't, it wasn't anything like too fancy, but it was like a a unique type of cuisine, falafel. So we were like, oh, this is fun. So we did that. But yeah, we kind of were together non-stop before that too.
We've really been inseparable ever since. So after we left Colorado that summer, I went back to USD for a year to finish up my undergrad. So we were long distance for a year, or a little over a year, 14 months. I remember after we left Colorado, I thought there was just something in me that said, this guy, he's it. I was so upset that we had to leave each other for the summer. I thought, there's something about this guy, I can't let him get away. So I jumped on a plane and went to New Jersey to see him. And I think everyone thought I was absolutely crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy.
So, but my parents were very supportive, which I know a lot of parents would not be supportive of that, but they were. So that gave me guidance, and that gave me, security that if they're okay with it, then I'm really not as crazy.
And they hadn't met me yet.
And they hadn't met him yet, which is even crazier. We saw each other once a month. We'd go back and forth.
She would fly to me, I would fly to her, and we would do that back and forth.
And we are never coming down. I've been waiting for so long for a heartbeat to call home.
I'll never forget it as long as I live. It was Valentine's Day weekend, and I was coming out to see Andrew. And I thought, oh, perfect, we'll just have a great weekend. And I remember he picked me up from the airport in Newark, New Jersey, which is really close to New York City. When we were driving, I thought, we're not going the right way. Said, I have a surprise for you. And he pulled out these papers, and I kind of took a minute to look at it, and I thought, and it was tickets to go ice skating at Rockefeller Center. And I had told him, since I was, again, a little girl, I've always wanted to go there. It was so cold that night. I remember it was freezing, but it was magical. I'll never forget it. It was such a great memory. We had such a great time.
That was still pretty early in our relationship, so I was like peak romantic.
Yeah.
So doing everything I can to make sure, she had an awesome time when she came for 5 days or whatever it was.
Steady focus, breathe it all in. We have chosen.
Yeah, I was very nervous. I had a few drinks, and because I was really nervous.
I think it was 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock that day. He made himself a drink, and I'm like, Andrew, what are you doing? Why are you? He's like, I just feel like having a drink right now. And I at the time I had no idea. I wasn't even thinking about it.
In the Uber, I had like the ring in my hand, like hidden, and I was looking at it, and she didn't know she was next to me.
I feel like you kept touching your pocket or like feeling
your...
Yeah,
like every 30 seconds. I was like, oh, it's there, it's there. We went to a fancy hotel, and they had like, one of the top floors had a balcony overlooking the city. So I got a reservation on the balcony with a bottle of champagne as soon as we arrived. It was like sunset time. So it was like a beautiful view. We had a wonderful dinner. And then when the dessert came out, I had them write, "Will you marry me?" in chocolate on the rim of the dessert plate. And I had them put a silver top on it. Then they came out and they popped the top. And then I got down on a knee and I said, "Will you marry me?" I don't know if you remember that part. I think she blacked out from happiness. Like she wasn't even able to form memories. She was like, oh my God. Peak.
But it was amazing. I can't believe Andrew pulled it off and surprised me. I'm shocked because I figured he would have ruined it. Like just be like, oh, actually, hey, by the way, like.
Yeah, she was like, you better not propose to me in the kitchen or something, or like in the backyard.
I know.
Like because she thought I couldn't like make a surprise or something.
Yeah,
but
so
I did.
He definitely surprised me. We have lots of, we're dreamers. Like we have lots
Oh,
of
we
ideas.
definitely dream a lot.
Yeah.
And all of our dreams are with each other. Like every dream that she has and I have, we're with each other. It's all about the two of us. You know, like we're building our careers, we're doing lots of things, but it's both of us together.
I see how dedicated he is to becoming a doctor and being a good doctor and being a good medical student and being the best he can be in his career. Andrew's very caring. He cares a lot about everyone, and he cares a lot about me, and does a lot for me too. So it's really nice. That's what I admire most about him.
She's really smart. She wants to know everything. She works to learn everything. She is really compassionate. I think that whenever she comes home, she tells me something, some type of connection she had with a patient that she met or something that she learned. And she has a lot of enthusiasm. She's like very enthusiastic for learning. So you're the whole package.
Well, thank
you know?
A rush to my head and it's technicolor.
I think if we are 98, I would look back and just hope that we lived life to the fullest. You know, like I said, we have lots of goals in mind. We would love to travel and do these things, and just living life to the absolute fullest and getting all the experiences in I possibly can get in.
What do I think I would like to look back upon when I'm like 100 years old? Probably a lot of family things. I want to see that Sarah and I had, you know, a wonderful time with both of our parents, our siblings, that we all have good connections and we still see each other on holidays. I like to think that we have a bunch of kids that they still want to come to our house for all the holidays, and that, you know, I think a lot about family things that I have with my family, with my grandparents and my cousins, and like just being with people that you love. And I hope that we have a lot of that. So that's what I hope to look back and see.